Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Guys, in today's video we will be going over the numbers for my November budget. So let's get into it. Okay guys, happy Tuesday, but once you guys see this it will actually be Wednesday, so I hope everyone is having a great start to your week. Like I stated, we are going to be going over the numbers for my November budget. I am excited about it because November is going to be a fun month for me. First of all, we have Black Friday. I don't do Black Friday, but I am going to go online and do, I think it's called Cyber Monday, just to see what type of deals they have going on. But we also have Bath and Body Works annual candle event, and you guys know I have been saving up all year for that. But anyway, before we go ahead and get into these numbers, let's go ahead and read the inspirational quote of the day. And it states, "Celebrate any progress. Don't wait to get perfect." And that is by Anne McGee Cooper. That's a good one, guys. So before I also get into the numbers, let's go ahead and give a big shout out to my supporter of the day. I'm going to go ahead and put her comment on the screen. She was actually the very first one to comment on my last video. Hey, Erin. It is Erin Myatt. Erin, thank you so much for your support and commenting on my video. I truly appreciate it. Now, guys, in Raye fashion, what we are going to do first is go to my budget overview. And as most of you may know, let me make sure you guys can see this. And guys, I really think next year, I haven't purchased my new planner for next year yet, but I think I'm going to go back to a smaller version because I have been struggling with this one. But anyway, now okay guys, I had a little bit of a mess up with my lighting. I do apologize for that. But again, if you are new to my channel, I love to do a November budget overview. Basically what this shows, or what I do with my overview, is I note all of my bills and the days that they are due on. I also note my paydays. I note my no spends and how much no spends I have each week. In addition to that, I write on this overview my cash transactions that I do every day. In addition to that, as you can see in green, are my bills that are due between the 1st and the 14th, and then in purple are my bills that are due between the 15th and the last day of the month. And that is because I am also a paycheck to paycheck budgeter, so I specify what bills or what paycheck is going to pay for each bill. But that is just my November budget overview, and I like to do this just so I can see when things are due, what is due, and all of that good stuff. What we're going to go ahead and do now, guys, is move to the actual budget. Okay, guys, this is the actual November budget. And for time purposes, I've gone ahead and written down all of the information in regards to the budget, but I'm going to go over all of the information with you guys really quick. Now, just for those who are new, I like to go over this as well. Now, we are a 2-income household, so that means me and my hubby both are responsible for contributing to all of our bills throughout the month. In addition to that, we zero-based budget, so all of the income that I am going to show you is always assigned a job every month. And I like to do that because if I have any extra money out there just floating around all willy-nilly, Raquel, who is the spender, and my husband, who is the saver, I may end up spending that money and not know where it's going. So that is why I zero-based budget. I assign in my cash envelopes, or whatever the case may be, money that I can spend on myself throughout the month. But anyway, now we also, I'm starting to share my mortgage, whereas before, remember guys, I did not share my mortgage, and I share it now because most of you may know I am on the last bill in my month ahead binder that I'm saving up for, which is the mortgage. So everybody knows what that is. But anyway, now let's go ahead and get into these numbers. Now, unfortunately, guys, I hope you can still see this, but let's see. Let me bring it in just a little bit. There we go. You can see that now. I am going to go over our salary first. Now, our salary for the month, we're expecting $4,800. $1,044. And then as far as my YouTube check is concerned, and it looks like I failed to write this down, but my YouTube paycheck was 320 some odd dollars. But after I took out my 10% in tithes, I was left with $292 to budget. Now, guys, this YouTube paycheck does not go toward my bills, so I do not count on this money. But when I do get it, it goes to my revolving and my long-term sinking funds. And thank you guys so much for watching my videos, watching the commercials, because watching the commercials is key, because without you guys doing that, I would not be receiving a YouTube paycheck. So thank you guys so much. Now, when we add these two together, we are working with a total income of $5,136 for the month. Now, next thing you want to do after you get your income totaled up, you want to look at your bills. This month for my bills for the mortgage, we have $1,345. We have the Roth IRA. Now, it used to be $250 a month. Is coming out at $300 a month. The gas is coming in at $67 and some change, but I always round up, guys, just as a FYI to you guys. Electric is $80, or water for the month is $55. The student loan right now is $288, but let me tell you guys about that real quick. I don't know if I told you guys, but I have found out that my student loan through Navient was not a federal loan. It was private. So basically what I had to do was go online to the government site and apply to have my student loan transferred to an actual federal loan. And I was so happy because I want to say a week and a half ago, I got an email that it was approved. So that means, guys, that my Navient loan, I will be able to get the relief that the president has put out there. And it's either $10,000 or $20,000 taken off our balances. And for me, because part of my student loans was a Pell Grant, I should be getting $20,000 of relief for this student loan. So they say that they're going to start applying the credits, or rather the relief around November 15th, but we will see. But I am very, very happy about that. And right now, my minimum payment that I have is still $288, but since my loan has been transferred from Navient to net something, I don't see a minimum payment yet, but I'm going to still keep it at that amount until I know otherwise. But anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know that, because that is awesome news. As far as the insurance is concerned, it's at $85. Our internet is at $75. The cell phones, which is a cell phone for me and my husband, is at $95. PicMonkey, $8. And then our streaming services, which is Netflix and Peacock, total $28. So what I'm going to do real quick, and I should have did this while I was talking, let's go ahead and add this up. Okay, so guys, the total for my bills comes up to $2,427. So let me put that down. $2,427. And what you're going to do is take the income you started with, which is the $5,136 for me, subtract my total bills of $2,227. I have left over to work with $2,709. So I'm writing that down. Next, guys, I'm going to move to my cash envelopes. Let me make sure you can see it, and you can. And guys, for my cash envelopes for groceries, I have budgeted for the month $600. For dining out, I have budgeted $160. For spending, I have $40, allowance $20, beauty $100, and gas $120. So let's add that up real quick. So that comes up to $1,040 for my cash envelopes. So let me write that down. And what we're going to do is take the amount we have left from our income, which is the $2,709, subtract my cash envelope total of $1,040, and that gives me $1,669 to work with. So let me write that down. Let me make sure that's right. Yes, it is. The next one we are going to do, guys, is my sinking funds. So if you do have sinking funds, which are forms of savings accounts, you want to go to those next, add those up, and you're going to subtract that amount from the amount you have left over. Now, I'm going to put on the screen what sinking funds I currently have in my high priority sinking funds, which for this month is going to total $82. And guys, this amount has gone down a lot since the beginning of the month, because remember, my high priority sinking funds are sinking funds that are essentially dated sinking funds, which means that they are funds or an event that is going to come up in the year 2022. Once that event is gone, I take that money out and I don't have to save for it anymore. Some people start saving all over again once they have fully funded that sinking fund. They just start all over again. I don't do that. I start over at the beginning of the year, because whatever money I was putting in that sinking fund, for example, my grandson's back to school fund, I can take that money and use it elsewhere. For example, my savings challenges. So that's why this number just gets smaller and smaller. But so for my high priority sinking funds, it's $82. For my revolving sinking funds, it's $552. And guys, that one normally goes up and down depending upon what I have going on during the month or months. The reason why this one is so high, as most of you may know, I am trying to get a lot of money in my car maintenance fund, because pretty soon I was told I am going to need brakes. So I'm trying to get that one buffed up, and the majority of this money is going to that fund, and that's $552. And then my long-term sinking funds, I will show you on the screen where those go. I have that at $40 for the month. So when we add up the 82, the 552, and the 40, my sinking funds for the month come up to $674. So let me write that down. And what we want to do, guys, is take the amount we had left over, which was the $1,669, and subtract our total of our sinking funds. And that is going to give us what we have left to work with. And I have $995. Next, we have what we want to put into our savings, whether that be long-term savings, short-term savings, savings challenges, whatever the case may be. And for me, this month I have $30 going into the $1 a day investment challenge with Mommy Trader, and I have $440 allocated to my savings challenges I do every Sunday. And when I add that up, and I actually have it added up here, we are going to take the $995 that I had left, subtract the total savings of $470. That gives us $525. Let me make sure I had that correct, because I have 500 here. Let's see. 440 plus 30. That's 470. 995 minus 470. 525. That's interesting. But that is quite all right. That's what we have correction tape for. So what I am going to do, because remember we are doing a zero-based budget, I am going to mark this out. Now for pay myself back, I am still paying myself back for money I took out of, you know what? I didn't write this down. Give me one moment, guys. 525 left over. And then, of course, since we're doing a zero-based budget, the rest of this is going to go to pay myself back. And I am still paying myself back for money I took out of my savings accounts for some things we had to do around the house, like the trees that we needed to get trimmed and all of that stuff. Now, when you take the $525 that we had left, subtract the amount that I'm going to pay myself back for, that gives you $0 or a zero-based budget. So what we are going to do real quick, I am going to write down all of these numbers just to do a double check and make sure everything is good to go for November. so let's do this double check really quick. Make sure you guys can see it. Okay, here we go. So we have $5,136. We're going to subtract 2,227, 1,040, 674, 470, and 525. And that, guys, is a zero-based budget. But guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, comment below. If you're new to my channel and you like what you see, please make sure you hit that subscribe button before you leave. I would love to have you here. Guys, I will see you on my next video. Have a great rest of your week. God bless. Bye, guys.